morning, everybody. Chris Wood here. Welcome to my channel and thank you for tuning in on this November 22nd, 2022. Hope everybody is having a good day so far. I myself just came on to give and show an update about my identity theft and the changes that have happened to me. Even in my videos since last night, if anybody watches my video last night, you will see 100% difference between then and now in me. That is how much changes I have been through overnight. I have no feeling in my head, especially on the right side of my head, all none right in here. It feels just like electricity going through me. And I'm getting serious burning on the spot on the back of my head. There's obviously been more deforming to my face, to my skull. The ones that are responsible in doing this to me: Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, Spencer Mills 14716 badge number, ex-chief or commander 2019, year 2019, staff sergeants year 2019, 2021, Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, a mental health worker named Stacy, was Daily Tea Company here in Napanee, now Kingston, and Shelley Huffner, doctors, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, that have been aiding criminally and negligently in this crime against me, medical treatment refusals, medical discrimination, and more. They are guilty of aiding and abetting in this identity theft and homicide. Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, Stacy's girlfriend, the one that falsifies medical files, the one that gets the victims medically blacklisted. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor. Triage nurses Terry, Tanya, and David. And Paladin security guard, along with Lennox and Addington County General Hospital administrations, either Wayne Coveyduck or Sarah Fiddler. There is untouchable, unarrestable Billy Wooldridge, 149 Center Street North, Napanee, Ontario, last known used name, Billy Wooldridge. Hells Angels Ontario chapter leader, highly psychotic, highly delusional, using remote neural monitoring on me. Compliments of Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. It is police and military tech. It has been in use since the 60s. Not a lot of people, if not anybody around Napanee, is aware of it and its use and what it is used for. It is a nano microchip implant, and it is used for invasive surveillance on victims. It is also used for destroying a person's central nervous system on them to cause them death. It's being done to me through Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, a guy named Ray Ray. I am the end of my bloodline. I am an identity theft victim. I am a revenge retaliation victim. 3 years. I hope that was seen. That spot on the back of my head is where it fills up with something. I get liquid going through me, and it actually tastes and smells like urine from my insides being destroyed so much from having R&M use on me 24/7, 365 days for 3 years by all of these different people who are using it on me. My my lung my lungs are gone. My right lung is gone. My kidneys are gone. It can all be medically proven, but I cannot go to a hospital. I cannot get help. They say they have to see somebody, but whether they do anything to help them is another story. And that's exactly what Lennox and Huntington County General Hospital doctors here are about. They've been aiding criminally and negligently in co-committing and covering this crime up against me. I spoke of police crimes, and as a result, I became a victim. They even had me falsely charged and arrested to deflect the crimes against me from them. And that was also in an attempt to give me a criminal record and also to justify their crimes against me, and so they could get my pictures, my prints, and my signature for this forgery, for forgeries, framings, frauds, and my identity theft. They already have my blood and my urine from May 27, 2021, when I was kidnapped and taken down to Kingston under false pretenses through Shelley Hafner using incompetency bullshit, and that was done to shut me up, and that was in an attempt to prevent me from talking about and showing what I'm showing, the crimes by me, by whom, how, and why. I am an identity theft victim. It is done. I am 50 years old. I have had my skull split. I have been seriously brain injured. I get 40 to 50 different people probably using R&M on me, changing my identity, changing me. Billy Waldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake. I am being used as a game by these pieces of shit garbage. Tyler Lake's roughly 30 years old, and I'm being changed to look like this little cocksucker because he is a drug-fed little piece of shit who is untouchable by O.P.P because he works with and for him. That's how O.P.P here commit homicides and get away with it. They use their inmates, they use their drug-fed their drug-fed money-paid co-offenders who they will not touch, who they will not arrest. They buy time. They use their badges, positions for their lies, their cover-ups. They skull deform their victims. They cause physical identity changes within their victims, mutilating their victims, having their victims medically blacklisted to prevent help and to prevent proof of crimes that they have committed. That's the Napanee O.P.P and the Lennox and Huntington County General Hospital doctors. They are guilty of domestic terrorism. They are guilty of treason. They are guilty of having my mother stalked and murdered by Billy Waldridge and Blair Hardy. They are guilty of murder in the first degree done through Spencer Mills, O.P.P, and Stacy, mental health worker, through Billy Waldridge and Blair Hardy, who was even calling my mother mom. I've not had any feeling or stimulation in my head or my face in approximately a month. And there's not a fucking thing I can do about it because it's right here in Napanee. They even have a justice of the peace that works for them. She's either Hells Angels or Bandito, along with the police here that are Hells Angels and Bandito involved. through and under Billy Waldridge and Blair Hardy. Another reason why they are untouchable. Sex offenders, human sex trade, slavery trafficking. The police you think you know that are stealing your children and selling them for human sex trade, slavery trafficking to pedophiles. Adults are being sold to sex offenders. They take it upon themselves to own you and to sell you. Anybody is looking for any human trafficking victims next police auction. If you talk to the right cops, you just may be able to purchase a human, whether it be an adult or a child, for slavery. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills? Chris Wood is pretty much dead and has been dead for at least a month. I am just being kept alive and broadcasted through by these pieces of shit, and this can all be medically proven. The lies against me. I've had no neurological problems or surgeries either prior to or after being shot by ex O.P.P chief or commander back in 2019 by him and somebody in a black truck. Billy Waldridge, highly psychotic, highly delusional. I am being turned into an O.P.P surveillance fuck toy. Blair Hardy is a piece of shit goof. Tyler Lake is a piece of shit goof. He is also an animal murderer. He has a little pug dog. He's a serious animal abuser. None of these people are touchable. None of these people are arrestable. The police will surround you with their hands on their guns. They will kidnap you. They will falsely charge you just to deflect the crimes that they are committing against you back onto you, using badges, positions, credentials, their lies, false guise of law. What the hell? I got thread growing out of my damn ear. What the fuck? They're using the remote neural monitoring, and like I said, it's police and military tech, and it's been in use since the 60s. This is how I'm going through my identity theft and changes. Let this be a lesson. There is nothing I can do. This is done. And the ones guilty of murder and attempted murder and ending the Wood bloodline is Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, the ones named, with their co-offending accessories, criminally negligently co-committing. The doctors that I have named, they're untouchables. They're inmate, sex offender, pedophile, stalking, pieces of shit, drug-fed, money-paid, garbage. Billy Waldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, and Jason Van Alstyne. You wanted me dead? You're getting it. You wanted my identity? You got it. You wanted my blood? You stole my bloodline. So congratulations, you're taking everything from me, and I'm being turned into look like a fucking piece of shit named Jason Two-Step Gimpy fucking Van Alstyne while he gets crack fed from Spencer Mills and using this shit on me. He had a stroke when he was younger, and every time he uses it on me, it fucks me up too because of being broadcasted through and over. I'm being played like a fucking game. I'm getting clicking in my ears all the time. So remember that, let this be a lesson. No matter how much you can prove crimes in Napanee, you will still be called a liar. You will still not be able to get any legal help, medical help, because it's through O.P.P, Spencer Mills, and through its Hells Angels, Banditos. They got the police. They got ones underneath them that can co-commit and take orders to aid them in their crimes without unquestioned because of the positions these cops are in, the ones that are named. So they are also a threat to other police. They are threats and dangers to society, and my bloodline is dead. And if I share any direct DNA now with any Blair Hardy, with any Tyler Lake, with any Jabin Alstein, or anybody else involved, there is going to be even more serious fucking consequences, and I'm more than willing to go have bodies exhumed, and you will be the ones that will pay for it, O.P.P, because you are the ones responsible for doing this to me, to frame me, to traffic me, to murder me, putting prisoner tracking on victims for tracking and framing, false arrest just to criminalize your victims, to justify the crimes you're committing against your victims. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills? You are pure filth. Pure fucking filth. You are 100% terrorist. You got away with having my mother murdered. You're getting away with having my identity stolen and changed for your little fucking boyfriend. I'm being changed to look like Tyler Lake and Jason Van Alstyne and Blair Hardy, who happens to be O.P.P, drug-fed little fuck toys for Spencer Mills because of his drugs. The cops you think you know here, they hate your guts. They see you as nothing but a piece of shit that they can buy and sell and trade. Your life means nothing to these cops. They make their money through selling you. They make their money through murders. I have proven it, along with the doctors here, is what this town is about. So be safe, everybody. And congratulations, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, and Billy Waldridge. You're lucky you cannot be arrested and that you are so highly protected, you garbage. Be safe, everybody. Love all, hate none. Let this be a lesson. This is how the police human traffic. This is how they frame and this is how they murder their victims in Napanee. And they're using inmates, psych ward patients, and drug-fed co-offenders using R&M and other tech that a lot of people are not aware of committing these crimes. They are also using it illegal surveillance so they can watch children naked and so they can watch adults naked so they can all sit around whacking their tic tacs. Isn't that right, you pedophile pieces of shit garbage? Be safe, everybody. Love all, hate none. Hit the like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I would like to hear something from somebody, what everyone thinks about this, but leave a comment. Hit the like, share, subscribe, especially the share. It helps get this out, and it's very serious and important. I have proven the changes to me, and there is nothing that I can do about the crimes that have taken place with me because it's right here in Napanee, and it's through the police, and it's through the doctors, and it's through Hells Angels and Bandito bosses they all work for. Billy Wildridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Van Alstyne. Animal abuses and human murders as well. Be safe.